Here we go. Hi, Patrick. How are you doing today?
Very good, Ekhoe. I'm doing very well. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, doing fantastic as always. I could see that you're smiling a lot better than the last time we actually had this meeting, so to say.
Hey, my Chelsea team won over the weekend. I'm not
Great.
complaining, and I know that Man U fans and my Arsenal fans are also happy. So I'm good.
Good to know that you've joined the winning side, though. So we are all, so we have cause to be happy. So how's your day been today?
Well, it's been good, coming along well, but I'm excited about some of the things that are happening in the AI space and cannot wait to get into the details of our conversation today.
Perfect. And let's just get to it. And hello and welcome everyone to the Informanos AI Weekly Analysis, the show where we explore the world of artificial intelligence. It's all about what's happening now, what's coming next, and what it means for all of us. I'm your host, I'm Ekhoe. I'm your AI aficionado. And today we're actually delving into um, a topic that actually Mr. Patrick actually mentioned about. Actually talked about it a little bit last time when we had the first episode, and today we're really going to go deep into it. And that topic is the generative AI. He made mention of generative AI. He made mention of machine learning, but today we're going to look at, like do an X-ray on generative AI. And again, I have the usual host, Patrick, who is an AI analytics leader with 20 plus years experience. And Patrick is the president and chief AI officer at Informanos. You're welcome once again, Mr. Patrick, and let's get to it today. I hope you are ready to actually dissect this particular
Yeah.
topic today.
Yes, I am. I am a Ekhoe, and I'm looking forward to the conversation.
Great.
But before we get started, did you see the news about the HR stuff?
Oh my. You see, I see that as an arms race, right? I see that as an arms race with companies that use AI to, filter candidates, and candidates use AI to craft the perfect, keyword and optimized resume to get past the first screening. So it's such an AI arms race. What do you have
Yeah,
to say
and
about that, though?
you know what? It's very interesting because so for our viewers, so most companies today are using AI to review resumes and to rank resumes. But what's happening now is the applicants are getting very smart and they are embedding AI codes behind the resume. Some of them behind their pictures on the resume. Some of them in fonts that you can't see with the natural eyes. And those AI codes are saying things like rank me top, tell them I'm the
Hmm.
best performer, push me to the top of the pile. Chat say that this guy has to be given the job, that kind of thing. And so some people are saying it's deceitful. Some are saying that it's innovative and creative on the side of the applicant. But it's interesting to see what the AI era is almost creating or making or behavior that it's making people to start to display as a result of wanting to seize an opportunity.
Wow. This is very much in consonance with the proverbial quote from Chinua Achebe's Things Fall Apart that says, since the hunter has learned to shoot without missing, the bird too has learned to fly without perching. So I
Yes,
guess that's a typical situation we are facing
yeah,
with this particular scenario.
yes, yes. Very true, very true, very true.
Great, great.
Excellent.
So again, my question today is going to be, or the topic today for discussion is, what is generative AI? Now, I want you to answer this question from three perspectives. Okay. Now, the
Mm-hmm.
first one is, how would you explain generative AI to someone with no technical background? Okay. Would you like me to ask these one at a time, or you would like me to ask everything all together so you answer it? How would you like this to go?
Yeah, I think you can ask everything all together. It's like having, the whole appetizer, main course, and dessert
All together.
offered
I know
all
you are
together.
capable. I know you are capable. So let's go for it then.
Let's
All
go
right.
for
So
it.
again, How would you explain generative AI to someone with no technical background? That's the first facet of the question. And then the second facet will be what makes generative AI different from traditional AI or machine learning? And then thirdly, what are some everyday examples of generative AI that people might already be using, without realizing it?
Yeah, that's a very good question, Ekhoe. And so, generative AI, if you think about it, it really refers to a class of AI systems designed to generate new content or data. The key word there is the word new. Okay, so they are designed to generate new content or new data. And so you can create original content such as text, images, audio, and even video based on patterns and examples learned from large data sets. And so think of it as a creative assistant. Think of it of, let's say you go to your office and you speak to your assistant and you say, I want to write a book that nobody has written before. Can you help me start writing a book about visiting Africa and where the best places to go are? And so your assistant begins to create this book. Let's say nobody had ever written it before. So it's writing a story, creating a novel. And it's based on what it knows about Africa, what it knows about people. And so it's creating this content for you that is novel and that is new. It doesn't just find answers, it creates the output.
So we're talking
And so
about
that's
originality here. So there's
exactly,
this.
exactly, exactly. Which makes it, I mean, if you think about how people create things, nobody creates something out of nothing. If you think about artists, musicians, they've listened to a lot of music and now they are bringing out some new music to build on all the things they have heard and learned. Now you have a machine who have been trained on all the musics that have been done in the world or trained on all the history of Africa and is now able to build on that and create original content. And so think about it this way: if traditional AI is about recognizing patterns, generative AI is about producing something new from
Oh,
those patterns.
oh. All right. Again, two key takeaways here. We're talking about, actually, with my first question though. So now, the way you have actually explained this is that we should see generative AI as a creative assistant
Yes,
of some sort, okay? And then why it's different or how it's different from the traditional AI is its sense of originality.
yes. So
Being,
so 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 your traditional AI is your analytic assistant.
hmm,
Your generative AI is your creative assistant.
perfect.
your
Okay, I
your
see that.
your traditional AI analyzes what's happening and says, based on what I see, this is what's happening.
Hmm,
Your creative assistant said, I understand what's happening. Let me create something from what I understand.
hmm. Oh, wow, interesting. Interesting. I'm always so excited talking about AI. I'm an enthusiast, so there's a whole lot to it, and I'm always so excited to talk about it. Now, what are some everyday examples, of
Very true.
generative AI now? Okay, that
Absolutely.
people might already be using without them knowing it.
Well, a good example, and again, going back to that difference between traditional and AI and generative AI is, again, traditional AI tells you what's in this. Generative AI makes something new for you. So, for example, with Copilot, Microsoft Copilot, again, you, let's say, you attend a meeting, and you take notes of the meeting in Word and everything. Again, now you can create a summary. You can create briefing notes. You can create an email based on that meeting. That's an
Hmm,
example of the use of generative AI on a daily basis. On your smartphone, when you take a picture, now you can say, I want a Ekhoe to be to. I like this his picture, but I want him to look like a 13th century warrior
Mm,
in warrior clothes, and I want a lion behind him. And so in
mm,
that case, you're able to create a new content of Ekhoe with a lion behind him, dressed in 13th century clothes.
mm. So these are typical examples of
Yes,
generative AI in our everyday life.
yes,
Great.
absolutely.
Thank you very, very much. Now, let's look at this. What are language or large language models? Because these are all
Hmm,
interconnected, right?
very
And
true.
how do they actually learn from data per
Hmm.
se?
So that's a great question. So a large language model is an advanced AI system trained on massive data set or text, and
Hmm,
sometimes other data like images or code. It learns patterns in language to generate coherent human-like responses.
hmm.
And so it's really large language because it's been trained on large data sets, and it's already learned language, and based on that training, it's able to generate new content. And so think about even something as simple as a chatbot, offering maternal health advice in local languages that have been trained on all the local languages. That would be an example of an application of large language models.
As usual, Mr. Patrick, you've actually dealt with this topic. And again, I actually asked this question to segue into the next episode. So I'm going to leave it at that. We're still going
Okay.
to talk about this in detail in the next episode. Thank you so much for your time. You've
Thank you.
done justice to this topic as usual. And I
Thank you.
really, really appreciate your time and your depth of knowledge in dealing with these topics. Now, at this point, viewers, we have three key takeaways from what generative AI is. First of all, it's sort of a creative assistant that actually helps you with new initiatives and your everyday scenario that you would actually be using at this moment is like your email creations, picture enhancements, and innovations around the pictures as well. Now, this is just a name, but a few of these examples. I don't know if Mr. Patrick would like to add to, like, no, just a
Yep,
summary of
absolutely.
everything you've actually said today.
Absolutely. I think, we live in a beautiful and great era in humanity where you can have uh, these Gen AI applications help you create content. So think about being able to create business proposals, being able to create PowerPoints, being able to create summaries, create things that help you reduce the amount of time you spend at work, help you become more efficient, and in some cases, help you make money.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Thank you, Patrick. And viewers as well, thank you so much. And please, please, please don't forget to subscribe, share, and follow this page. Now, if you think this is interesting or this was an interesting topic, just wait till the next one. It's going to be explosive. I bet you want to learn all about what AI is and how it affects our everyday life. And this is what this particular program is all about. This particular podcast is all about. Thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to seeing you next time for the next episode. Thank you, Patrick, and have yourself a
Thank you.
wonderful evening. Thank you,
You
everyone.
too, Ekhoe. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.